Hey friends, Kristen here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. I am live on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time on the Softflex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you're new around here, please give us a like and subscribe. And hello to all of my friends returning. Hi, Kelly and Dana and Zach and Lydia, Cynthia, and Liz, and I have Damien with me in the background helping us out with questions and links. Thanks for being here, Damien. How's everyone doing this Monday? I am hanging in there. I am fighting off a headache for the last 2 days. I just can't seem to shake it. So fingers crossed, today is the day. I'm doing all of the things that I can to try and get it to go away. But I wanted to pop on here and let you guys know that we have Joyful Beading happening in November. It started on Friday, and that was a really sweet prompt to just share what you are most grateful for in our Softflex VIB Facebook group. It's called the Softflex VIB Studio. And it was really wonderful to read all of your comments and your pictures that you shared. And just, I thought it was a really nice way to kick off a month of creating joy and gratitude, one bead at a time. And then today is the 4th. So you'll see that today's prompt is make pumpkin spice inspired jewelry. So we're going to think about that a little bit today with our Badlands kit. You can join this over on the Facebook group. Just use the hashtag Joyful Beading. And for everyone that participates, you'll have the option to enter and win a $25 Softflex store credit to use at softflexcompany.com. We're going to pick the winners at the beginning of December. So stay tuned for that. It's always a lot of fun. Yes, lots of cold packs. I have a cold ice pack that I've been putting on my head. I've been throwing everything at it, anti-inflammatory, cold medicine, allergy medicine, ear drops sometimes help when I have a headache I can't shake, and I have a neck massager, and I'm using oils. I like that past tense oil from doTERRA, which seems to help whenever you have a headache. That's one of the few blends that I tend to purchase for headache time. And then, so rest. I rested a lot, drinking water, all the things I can think of. Hopefully today is the last day. I always find that if I wake up with one, it's really hard to shake. And so I woke up with it yesterday and I woke up with it today. Lydia, I usually have a heating pad too, but I don't have one here in my house at the moment. So I haven't tried heat, but I can heat up a washcloth with just some hot water and wring it out. So I might try that. I definitely feel like it's connected to my neck. I've been waking up with a lot of stiff necks. My mother-in-law comes tomorrow and she's bringing one of my pillows from Arizona that I'm missing. And I'm hoping that might be what helps out, because it's definitely, I wake up with a stiff neck and then a headache. I'm feeling like they're connected. We'll see. I gave my mother-in-law quite a list. She was doing a treasure hunt around our house yesterday. Hopefully she can fit it all in her suitcase. I'm going to message her today and, let her know that there are a couple of things she could take out if they don't fit, but the pillow is not one of them. I know, Tina, I do sound a little stuffy. It could be that I'm just getting something. It could be that something is sort of, I definitely feel like I'm congested a bit in my ears. And I don't know, Caroline. I don't know. I don't really see anyone. So what happens when you work from home. Yeah, and I'm going to do a free drawing today. I just haven't put it up on the screen yet. I'll put it up in just a minute. Thanks. I know this is 2 Mondays in a row that I'm feeling kind of off. So hopefully this is kick it in the bud today. So what I've got on my table is the Badlands kit, which is such a pretty kit. I'm just going to pop up a couple of other things that I want to let you know about. We've got this sale happening at softflexcompany.com right now. Spend $99 or more and get an ugly sweater kit for free. Plus, you'll get free US shipping over your orders of $89 or more. You must enter the coupon code FREEKIT, all one word, in your checkout for the free kit to add to your cart. The free ugly sweater kit is not valid with any other order discounts. It's one coupon per order, and the sale ends tomorrow or while supplies last. And again, if you have any other order discounts, it won't apply. But if you're checking out as retail, you have to enter that free kit coupon at checkout, and that is when it'll add your free kit. It's a $34.99 value, so that's a pretty big discount. It's like a 35% discount. So it's a good one, especially if you're planning to bead along with us. And then we also have happening on Friday, DIY beading gifts and decor for the holidays, a collaborative design party happening on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I think we have about 10 different designers joining us. You can find the details on Facebook as well as on YouTube in the description. We'll be live on the Softflex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel. So save the date for that. Mark your calendar to join us on Friday night for some DIY beading for the holidays fun. And let me go down to my beading table. Take a look at this Badlands kit. I'm also going to change out my banner so that you can comment with the hashtag pumpkin to enter and win a prize. I will give a prize at the end of the video. And we're going to be giving away one of the Badland mixes. I think we have about 10 mixes left, so not too many. But we still have a few of the full kits, so you can get everything that I'm showing except for the craft wire. All of the other things here are included in the kit. Or you can get the Badland bead mix while supplies last, and that would be some of these beads, but not all of these beads. You can take a look at the picture on the website to see which ones would be included in that bead mix. So I was playing before I went live with the idea of doing some pumpkin spice jewelry, and I made this little, or this pretty big coffee mug. I don't know how I feel about it though. I was thinking earrings, but it's more of a pendant. Let's put it over here so you can see it. Do you think it's cute? Do you want me to do that with all of you, or no, and just string up a design? Let me know what you think. Hopefully I can recreate it. Would make a good pin, Amanda. That's a good idea, because I was struggling with earrings, like having it like orientation wise makes sense. I added this little loop here to hang it, but even when you have it on, it just didn't quite translate to me, but I think it translates as a little pendant. I also think it would be cute hanging at the end of like a little sun catcher, or if you were putting together a little gift pack for somebody that's a coffee lover. It could be a very cute little trinket or charm or ornament to add to your gift of, um, you know, a coffee cup or some gift cards, something like that, you know? So I feel like there's some uses for it. I'm not sure if it translates as an earring. I think it could be a totally a pendant, or it could be used in a different non-traditional way. Caroline says, let's do sun catchers. Yay. Cute, cute. Could be tea as well. Yep. Love it. Super cute. Pumpkin coffee and craft wire. Oh, yeah, she did. Heather made a coffee mug a couple weeks ago, says Rhonda. I don't think I saw that. That's awesome. I love the pin idea. I think that would be really, really cute. A lot of you think it's cute. All right, we'll give it a try. Yeah, an ornament for Christmas would be very cute for your tea or coffee loving friends. Hi, Joey. I see you've joined us. Fall jewelry colors. Yeah. Heather made a coffee cup pendant. Okay, cool. Did she share it in the group? I'm going to have to go check it out. I wouldn't have even thought about doing it except for, you know, the Joyful Beading prompt today is make pumpkin spice jewelry. And at first I was just gonna, this kit is great for making pumpkin spice jewelry, isn't it? At first I was just grabbing all of these pumpkin-y colors, the little bit of this mustard, this color here, the darker browns, and all the coppers, pulling them together to make just a bracelet or a necklace or something. But then the idea, these are perfect. I don't know why I didn't use these. These are kind of cute. Maybe I'll use these instead of the bigger ones. I feel like that might have been nice. I think I forgot about them when I was making, or put them on the bottom. So to make this, let's move some of this fun stuff. Let's take a look at some of the beads in the kit first, because we still have a few of these left. We have about 20 kits left. These are super fun, like citrine color. They have a matte finish. They're a great shape. I know I've seen a lot of you use these. So those come in the kit. The 2 rondelle strands, which you can get online. The turquoise, the aqua turquoise one has sold out, and we have about 7 of this amber color left, but you can get them in the kit. You'll get both of those. There's 2 of these, which I thought looked nice, like a little frothy. I was thinking of like little froth at the top of your coffee. Some pretty cubes. They are kind of sea glass, like, yeah, they're kind of like a sea glass nugget. They're pretty cool. You get 4 of these brown crystals, rondelles, and you get 2 of them in this larger kind of disco ball faceted shape. We have a bunch, I think you get 10 of these. These are really pretty rondelles. These are check glass, and they have a little bit of like an AB finish on one side. Those are very pumpkin spicy feeling to me. Some great bead caps, little flower copper bead caps, lots of those. Lots of these antique copper spacer beads. some of these melon copper spacer beads, melon round shape. These are really sweet. They have hearts on them. So they have a heart pattern that goes around this larger barrel bead with a really big hole. Couple of these, which are a thicker spacer bead. These have a nice little weight to them. These are lovely. I love this color. They have a hole running from the top, so they're like a drop, and they have a little pop out on both sides. These colors are so pretty. Dina says the necklace she posted last week was very pumpkin spicy. You got to add your Joyful Beading tag to that necklace, Dina. Get it as an entry for today. These are some of ceramic beads in a fun, different shape. A nice little rice kind of shape, little barrel or rice shape. Got some turquoise looking beads here, dyed turquoise beads. Cute for a little accent. I love that with this kind of mustard color and these brownie colors. Oh, so pretty. These are really cool. These feel like these kind of feel like an ethnic bead, like something you get from India or Afghanistan with that dark blue lapis color, and then the swirls in there. Again, you've got that gold and blue in these large cylinders. Some of these are fun. It's like a matte finish gold bead. I love when you see the lines like that. Because of that matte finish, you kind of really see all those facets on there. These are really pretty, classic kind of turquoise ceramic looking bead. A couple of these here. No, they don't have to be posted on the day, Dana. They just have to have the Joyful Beading tag. We're not picking winners till after the month ends. So you don't have to worry about sticking to the actual day. The days are just there for giving you prompt ideas, but you can post any of the day prompts anytime. These are cool. I really like these spacer beads. A lobster clasp, some copper ear wires, some copper crimps in 2x2 millimeter soft flex copper crimp tubes, and then this really sweet like compass north, south, east, west pendant. This is from Vintage, and we thought that was perfect for the Explorer into the Badlands National Park theme. That was really fun. Did I get everything? I did. Oh, and of course, Softflex metallics in the copper color, medium diameter 0.019 is what you'll get in the kit. Awesome. All right, let's make way. Let's make way. So we can make ourselves a little coffee cup. And hopefully I remember what I did just a few moments ago. So many good beads in here. So many. Really pretty color combinations with the browns and pumpkin and mustard and aqua and copper. Thanks, Kim. It's a good kit. Kim, you've been posting some really pretty ideas for decorating boxes with your beautiful tassels. Have you shared any of those? Do you have any pumpkin spice tassels to share in the group for today's joyful beading prompt? I bet you do. I bet you do. I know Kim sells her tassels. So I'm going to I used 18 gauge for this one. So that's why it's kind of got a bit of a hefty look. You can always go down to 20 gauge if you want to make it a little daintier, but I'll stick with what I did the first time. Hi, Lee. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to cut off some Softlex craft wire in 18 gauge. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with about 6 inches. Which is common for me. I feel like that is a good length that I tend to use when I'm experimenting and I'm not sure how much I need. I usually go with about 6 inches. Just trimming off the edges on both sides so that they're flush with my flush cutter. And I used a nylon jaw plier to smooth it out. This one got pretty straight because it's a thicker gauge, so it kind of kept that straight. I know it's been a hard month. It's been a hard year. And one of the things we found is that election years are always very difficult for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and use this little plastic piece that came off of my spool as a guide for making that bottom shape. So I'm going to go all the way around. But tomorrow is election day. Vote, vote, vote. There we go. So now I've got that bottom shape and I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of, I pushed it a little too quickly, but to make it a little smaller and bring it in a little bit. I might even just put this around here again because I made a little ding in there. Fun teardrop shape it makes too, right? That's a cool teardrop shape. I like that. So now I'm going to take my chain nose pliers. Let's go to and I'm going to try and make it similar in size because I like the size this turned out to be. So I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to bend one down like that to make the top of my coffee cup. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around. So I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to wrap it around here. You could even pop this up if you want to a little bit. I want this to hook on like that. I'm going to bring it towards the back and I'm going to trim it off, whatever I don't need here. And then tuck that in using my chain nose pliers. Okay, we can flatten that out a little bit more. Kind of squish it down where I want it. Oh, that's sweet. Caroline says, I hope your holiday sales pick up. You were making such beautiful beadwork. You really, really did. You make beautiful pieces. Very unique to you too. So now I'm going to use my lovely wire looping plier, and I'm going to place it so that my coffee cup is below. I've got it through here, and I'm going to wrap it around the largest of those rings like so. And then I'm just going to bring it down. Oh gosh, I'm sticking my arm in all of my crimp tubes. Let's move those. I hear little things falling to the floor. Not my crimps. Not my crimps. And bring your little handle to where you want it. If you want it a little lower, you just have to kind of work it down a little bit more. It's kind of cute right there though. Mine was a little lower the first time, but I don't mind it up a little higher. That's the fun thing about coffee cups, right? They're all a little bit different. And then this is where my wire ended on this side back here. So I'm just going to want to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to want to make sure that I bring it to the back and that I make that back where it is closed. So I'm going to use my chain nose pliers. Again, I'm going to come up close to where they connect and kind of fold it over. This is very thick gauge, so it does need a little extra pushing. And then once I have it to the back side, I'm going to go ahead and trim off what I don't need and then tuck that in a little more. Cute. I'm just going to use my nylon job pliers to smooth this little piece out right there a little bit more than I had it. Okay, okay. I'm using 18 gauge. You could use 20 also, but I used 18 gauge. All right, so there's my little cup. And then you can decide if you want to make them, if you want to, you can make them kind of mirror image, or you can make them however. I think that is how I did it actually. That way. All right, now we're going to bead it. So for beading it, I'm going way smaller. I'm going down to 24 gauge. And let's see, how much wire do we want to pull out for this one? Let's do 12 inches of 24 gauge antique copper wire. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my little loop at the top. So I'm just going to have a little bit of wire towards the top. I'm going to loop this down. This is if you want this little loop at the top here. If you don't, if you plan to do something different with it, then you can skip this part. But I'm going to make a little loop there, and I centered it. And then I'll grab this shorter side first. And I'm going to wrap it around. 24 gauge is really thin, so I'm going to probably go back and forth with wrapping with my fingers or wrapping with the tool, just depending. I like using a tool, especially in the beginning, because it gets it nice and tight. Let's go 4 times around. Let's see where that leaves it lands us. And then tuck that in. I think I'm going to use my pliers to make a nice little loop at the top here. I didn't do that the first time, but it looks like I squished it a little, so I can do it on this one. And I'm just going to use that to hold my loop in place, and then I'll wrap the longer one through the middle and up and around. We'll see if that kind of keeps the shape a little bit better. Do 2. And I'll do 4 on this side too. So that was 2, this is 3, and then this is 4. And we're just going to want to come back down so our wire is facing down into our coffee cup. Oh, that would be so cute, Dana. Dana said you could add some sort of spiraling wire coming off the top for steam. Oh my gosh, that would be really cute. So I ended up grabbing this chunky piece here. Looks like this. I thought it looked kind of foamy. And we're gonna put that right in the center there. So that'll be our first one. And how I kind of, since it's sort of a barrel shape, how I got that in there is I took my chain nose pliers and I just made a bit of a bend around where the hole would be. And that kind of helped me to land that in that space there. And then you're going to go ahead and bend this one up. And then wrap that around your frame. 1, 2, and if I need a little extra tug, I might use my pliers, but just be careful not to pull too tightly because 24 gauge is pretty thin and it could snap. However, this kind of project is okay if it snaps because you can just cut yourself another piece and wrap it around again. So I wrapped it around, let's do 4 times. 4 times, and then you can change up which beads you end up putting in here. I grabbed these 2 spacer beads. I used those bigger ones there, and then I actually opened up a package of some of the rolla beads in this color for the bottom, but I completely forgot about these, and now I'm thinking I might want to use these. So I'm wondering if I want to put these in here around that. I think that would be pretty. And then I can always save the bigger ones to go on the bottom, possibly. Let's see how that works. So these are those little amber gem cut check glass beads. I think we had just 7 of them left. If you want to buy them separately or you want to get another strand because you've got one, or you can get them included in the kit. I like those in there. Did everyone have a good holiday weekend if you celebrate Halloween or Samhain or Day of the Dead? We had a very quiet Halloween. I did not see any trick-or-treaters here at our house. I do live on a fairly busy street though, so I think the kids in the neighborhood probably go down a block or two to where it's a little bit less busy and possibly have sidewalks because we don't really have sidewalks on their street either. My oldest son was very cute. He was like, "Oh, I bought a bunch of candy and no one came to our house in Arizona either." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "You went out and bought candy." And then my youngest son, he went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show with some friends at college. So that sounded like he had a good time. So now before, I'm just pulling this up, pulling that strand up to the base wire. And then I'm going to hold it with my fingers so that I could pull this one through and get it nice and tight. And this did take me a couple of times when I did it before too, to just kind of get it in the right position. And just kind of help it along. There we go. And then I'll wrap around a couple of times. And also probably smush those coils together a little bit. Clean them up. So now I have another row. Now I have another row to do. What beads should I do next? Should I see if that will fit? Yeah, we definitely had some rain as well over here, Liz, which I think that was probably making it. It wasn't like downpouring, but it was definitely drizzly. I might start with a couple more of these at the top and then switch just so that they can maybe slide in my frame a little bit better. Or let me see what else I have. Yes, it can be a cup of tea, Bridget, or it can be a cup of coffee. Our joyful beading prompt for today is to make some pumpkin spice inspired jewelry. So that's sort of what I'm doing here. And sometimes you just have to try things out and see. So I was thinking this bead could be cute down here, but what do I want to put in that space there? Maybe some of these roller beads. Maybe those will fit nicely. So the roller beads were not in the kit. I'm just adding these on my own. But they might fit into the space kind of well. I like that. I did have some candy. I have some high chews left, and I had bought some Snickers, but I didn't buy a ton of candy because I did have a feeling that our road would be pretty quiet. My husband said he did see trick-or-treaters walking around when he was driving home from work before he got to our block. So they were out. I think our block is just not as conducive because of the busier road and the no sidewalk situation at night. It's probably not the best place to be trick-or-treating. That's cute. I like that. So I'm going to take this over here and I'm just going to attach it on this side. And I'm going to want to make sure I'm coiling towards the bottom so that my wire is available for another bead. Okay, pull that up towards there, hold it, and then pull this strand. There we go. Why am I getting it so wonky? What am I doing? Being too rough? Probably. Move this out of the way. Grab that. Let me see how that's laying now. Okay. All right, I'm all right with that. I probably should have added an extra bead in there, huh? Let's back out and add one more. Wonky equals personality. It does. My coffee and tea has personality, right? Okay, let's fold it over where I want it. Push it through. And that sits up here better. I did notice that it starts to kind of, because these aren't connected to each other, I did connect them on this bottom row. I might go ahead. We might go ahead and do that next. Oh, my husband must be home. You hear those puppies? So excited. So cute. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to kind of go through these two and just make a little connection between there and going in between one of those gems just to kind of hook those together a little bit. I might do that. Let's see if I like what I did. I might have did it a little too aggressively. No, I think that's okay. So now that what that does is I connected these two so that they're not like flopping because they were flopping a little bit. This is a very free form kind of project. Just sort of, especially when you don't know what you're doing bead wise, like what beads you have that work. You're just kind of playing to see what fits. Oh, this guy's still too big. Is this one a little bit smaller? That one's a little bit smaller. Not a lot smaller, but maybe smaller enough that I could use this one kind of at the bottom. I wanted the bottom to be the darkest so that it was like, you know, the bottom of the coffee or the tea tends to get the darkest. It is fun that it's free form. It's kind of like a puzzle, putting a puzzle together. And I'm gonna just take my nylon jaw pliers and do a little cleanup here. It won't get out every nook and cranny, but it'll clean that up a little bit. And how many of these do I have? I have another one. I think we have 4 total of those bigger brown ones. Yeah, it looks like a coffee mosaic cup. It does. So I've just got this little spot right here, which is probably not gonna fit another one of those brown ones. Let's see. Might just stick one more little gemmy one here. And you could also just bead around the outside too. If you didn't want to fill it and you just wanted to kind of bead the shape, you could just bead around the outside also. So now that I have a little bit of wire left, I'm going to use it to go through and catch some of these strands in the middle again, just like we did on the other side, just to stabilize them. And so that they're not like flying out as much. Let's see if I want to move this down between there. I can get that wire between 2 beads so you don't see it as well. There we go. Ooh, this one came out really fun. This one I was a little more trying to stay in line, and I like how this one turned out a little funkier. You could even kind of wrap a little bead in there if you wanted to. I think the funkier one, I don't know, just resonates with me a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can get one more twist here. kind of pull that in and make it as tight as possible. Oh, it is like a hot chocolate with a big marshmallow. That's me with my big foam. I like when things have a lot of foam. Definitely a foamy coffee person. Hot foam, cold foam, put foam on it. So there's my 2 pieces. I think what's fun about this project too is just that all coffee cups and teacups can be kind of wonky and different too. Some of them are tall and skinny, some of them are shorter and wider. You know, some of them have really fun shapes. So you can really play around with this one. I know. I like the new one too. I think this one with that I did with you guys came out a little bit better in my opinion than the first one. I just like the placement of the beads a little bit more. I feel like they're a little more freeform and I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. So cute. I should try and make a really tiny one for Christy that she can add to her weirdlings, and one of them could be holding the little coffee cup. I have to find some smaller beads though. So cute. Well, that is my project today, and I'm feeling better than when I started. So that always happens, doesn't it? Get a little creative time or a little time to focus your brain a little bit and stop thinking about your headache. Think about something else, and you feel a little better. I can't wait to see what all of you make with the pumpkin spice prompt and with this Badlands kit, because these colors are just so good. They just make me so happy. Cheers. I should make Christy a hot chocolate or a little chocolate bar, says Sherry. I did get to see Christy this weekend and we did eat chocolate. She had some chocolate that I think she ate with all of you on one of her live videos, some Lilikoi chocolate and some lychee and yeah, so she had some left over and she shared it with me, and that was really nice of her. So I got to have some chocolate with Christy this weekend. The copper wire is great too. Yeah. The copper wire in the kit is awesome. I love copper softlex beading wire. And then this is the antique craft wire, antique copper that I used is the craft wire in 18 and 24 gauge. Okay. My painting, yeah, they do a little bit. My earrings are a little more green and orange though. Maybe they're just coming off a little bit with some red in there. All right, let's pick our winner. Let's go check out our giveaway. We're going to give away one of those Badlands bead mixes. Let's go ahead and share that with all of you. So last chance to enter with the hashtag pumpkin. Add it to the comments. We've got about 71 entries right now. And if you make anything with the Badlands kit, share it in the VIB Facebook group, the Softflex VIB Facebook group with the hashtag Badlands, and you'll be entered to win a future kit. And if you make anything with the Joyful Beading prompts, like pumpkin spice jewelry for today, you just share that with the Joyful Beading hashtag. And if you have a design that crosses over both because you use the Badlands kit and you use those colors, then just add both hashtags to your entry and you'll be entered for both things. Pumpkin, pumpkin. I haven't actually even had that much pumpkin spice stuff this season. I like pumpkin spice. I know people are kind of for it or against it. I am for it. Thanks, Kim. Kim does use Softlex craft wire with all of her tassels. If you haven't seen Kim's tassels, go check them out. I don't know if you have a link to drop for your shop, Kim, but she does share them in the VIB studio from time to time, and you can always reach out to her and ask her for her shop link. We don't really encourage people to share their shop links on the group per se, but you're welcome to reach out and ask somebody how you can purchase something from them if you want to. All right, here we go. Let's draw our winner. You must be here to win. Make sure to let me know you're here if you see your name called. Who's it gonna be today? Oh, Dina, you were so close. It's Melody Lynn. Melody Lynn over on YouTube. Let me know you're here. And for this week, we've got Sarah on Wednesday with a beading party with our friend Cynthia of Green Girl Studios. So you're not going to want to miss that. That is at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then we have Joyce on Friday with a new episode of Spill the Beads at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then we have our DIY holiday beading happening on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So a fun week going on. Congratulations, Melody Lynn. I saw your name pop up that you were here. Please email us at info@softluxcompany.com and let us know your shipping address, and we will get your bead mix prize out in the mail to you. Hooray! That is a new name for me too. So if you are a new watcher, welcome. Thanks for hanging with us, everyone. It was really fun to bead with you as always, and I look forward to seeing you again later this week. I may or may not be on Friday night. We'll see. We're still figuring that out. I know Sarah will definitely be there. Katney's asking, how long is the Friday event expected to last? I would say there are 10 companies. I would probably say a good 2 hours, somewhere in there. So if you miss the beginning and join us later or have to leave, everything will be on replay. You can always watch the parts that you miss later. But I'd probably say, about 2 hours is a good guess for the amount of people that will be there and hanging out, creating DIY holiday projects with all of you. And I will see you all next week. Before I go, I'm just going to pop on the sale one last time. If you missed it in the beginning, we've got spend $99 or more and get the ugly sweater kit for free. That is our next monthly design kit. It's a mystery kit up until the end of November when we reveal it. Use the code FREEKIT at checkout, all one word, when you have an order over $99, and it will add the kit into your cart. Just make sure the $99 is your subtotal, and then it'll apply it and pop it in for you. It's a $34.99 value. It's not valid with any other order discounts, and you're only allowed one coupon per order. Sale ends tomorrow, November 5th, or while supplies last. All right, everyone. I'll see you next week for sure, if not sooner. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.